money talk, it ain't my fault. Look at my nigga just signing that gloss. If I get in the game, ain't nothing gon' ball. Me and my dog, me and my dog. Pop few beans in a Percocet, now your girlfriend climbing on top of the wall. I'm a young star, I ain't talking about mob. Put that on God, put that on God. But the head was so far, had to throw the little homie alive. Body shots and head shots for these fuck niggas who think they finna rob me. Now hold your hands up, it's a robbery. I talk was very on, like my first name was Aubrey. Cash money only way is up. Who the hottest, all they say is up. Count the money till I get paper cuts. No scissor heads, but you get faded up. We all on Western, shoot out some Western. Bitches a movie on Western. She swerving the Tesla, calling me yes. Tip that ass up on the dresser.
It's gonna take us for the rest of our life. We don't have to do shit else. What we gonna do?
My money talk, my money talk.
We can go wherever the hell we wanna go with this shit, girl. I was thinking about buying a small country or something. Baby, this is wrong. This is right.
My money talk, it ain't my fault. Look at my nigga just signing that gloss. If I get in the game, ain't nothing gon' ball. Me and my dog, me and my dog. Pop few beans in a Percocet, now your girlfriend climbing on top of the wall. I'm a young star, I ain't talking about mob. Put that on God, put that on God. My money talk, it ain't my fault. Look at my nigga just signing that gloss. If I get in the game, ain't nothing gon' ball. Me and my dog, me and my dog. Pop few beans in a Percocet, now your girlfriend climbing on top of the wall. I'm a young star, I ain't talking about mob. Put that on God.
Hey, that's how it be when that music come on. You hear me? You just gotta get to getting into it. You feel me? I be all into it. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? What's good, y'all? Shout out to everybody tapping in, man. It's your boy Big 8, man. Put it in the air, motherfucking podcast in the building. Oh man, we got something spicy to talk about today. We got something spicy, man. Gunna done went on and let it fly. Goddamn, Gunna. Man, we had high hopes for you, brother. Like, and then the way you and your lawyer did it, man, y'all kind of slick with the snitch. You feel me? Like, y'all kind of wiggled it in and just kind of wiggled out of there. And then, like, the state was like, cool, that's enough. All right, bet. We're going to go and kick you out. Enjoy your life. Stay out of trouble. You got 4 years to stay out of trouble. Like, what the fuck? Nigga, this is a RICO. This is a 28-man indictment. You don't think that some of that shit that you said you didn't have no involvement with gonna have anything to do with these other people going to jail for a long time? And listen, there is one distinct detail that people are not paying attention to also. Nigga, that's just the state RICO. They can still charge you on anything federally if they decide to. So, okay, cool. You got the racketeering or whatever for the 5, and you got released on the 5-year situation. But what if they pick up a gun charge or something and say you had something to do with it, and boom, conspiracy? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of ways that you can still get screwed in the federal court. But before we get into all this too deep, man, shouts out to our sponsors, man. Shouts out to my boy CB Dub, the news feed killers. Holla at him, man. He got some nice apparel. You know what I'm saying? He got the beanies, he got the jumpsuits, he got the shirts, he got the hoodies, he got all that, man. Holla at my boy CB Dub. Shouts out to the news feed killers. You feel me? And then also we got Ziggy Smoke Shop and Dispensary, 2 locations, 2016 North MacArthur. Then you also got Southwest 59th and Western. So tap in with them too, you feel me? Oh, can't forget chicken wings with that motherfucking Cajun catfish. Oh my God. Yeah, shouts out to chicken wings, man. You just got to catch them. They really do private events and stuff like that, but the food is slap. I ain't had nobody that I never pulled up to an event and had chicken wings and was like they didn't like it. And that's just keeping it a stack. So shouts out to chicken wings. But, man, no further ado, man, let's make it do what it do. Where my lighter at? You know, I gotta get into the mood with this type of shit. And, yeah, we got some footage for y'all, man, so I don't want nobody in the comments. Because I just did the Brittany Griner thing and people was in the comments trying to stand up for Brittany Griner like I'm out for Brittany Griner. No, I was saying the country, our country is stupid. Not Brittany Griner. She made a mistake like most people make mistakes in the world. You feel what I'm saying? And she happened to win because she was a professional basketball player. But if she was a regular civilian, she'd still be locked up and we probably would have quit talking about it a long time ago. I'm just saying, let's keep it 100, you know. A lot of people don't like some of the stuff I say, but that's fine. It's about subjective conversation. Like, if you can prove that what I'm saying makes no sense, then fine, I'll agree. But if you can't, and it's all emotional talk, I don't want to hear that shit. That shit don't do nothing for me. I'm gonna just keep it a honey bun. You feel me? But no further ado, let's make it do what it do. Y'all ready to get into this ritual? Let go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You know I'm already, to the moon with it, got a moon, get it, you feel me? I'm just saying, I'm a moon man. I like to stay on the moon. All right. So, to kick this video off, I got some stuff from 11 Alive, I think is the news channel. Shouts out to them. They dropped some breaking news about the case, and then they had like a district attorney explaining what an Alfred plea is and stuff like that. We can go ahead and get into that, and then have some conversation based off that. But I ain't gonna lie, man. The way little bro broke it down, man, it looked funny, man. It looked rough, man. But let's check this video out, man. Let's get into it. We ain't gonna waste too much time. We got the disclaimers cracking because we don't want no issues. This is all for informational purposes.
All new for you at noon, Atlanta rapper Young Thug is back in court for the RICO case against him. Now, this all comes less than 24 hours after Gunna entered a plea deal for his release from jail. Young Thug and Gunna are 2 of 28 defendants charged in this RICO case. All 28 members of the Young Slime Life record label, which prosecutors are accusing of having a connection to street gang activity. Motion hearings for Young Thug and other YSL members happening right now. Our team is there. We will be sure to bring you the very latest online and here on air. Here is a look at the moments Atlanta-born rapper Gunna walked out of the Fulton County Jail late yesterday.
Look at the
afternoon.
cheeks on that
The rapper,
motherfucker.
whose
Good Lord, somebody paid for that.
Made a deal with prosecutors to make this all happen. Now, Gunna will not have to stand trial early next year with rapper Young Thug and the more than 24 other defendants who prosecutors say were part of a racketeering conspiracy.
Now, you hear one thing that she said. She said Gunna will not have to testify, not have to attend trial for Young Thug. This is what she says in the beginning, right? All right, let's keep it going.
And despite Gunna releasing a statement saying otherwise, documents from his plea deal show if called to testify when his co-defendants head to trial, the rapper would have to take the stand. John Sherrick on that part of the story for us.
So how much sense do that make? He telling the people that he don't have no intentions of cooperating or taking a stand or going to trial, but at the same time, in your plea agreement, it says if they request for you to come to trial, you have to come to trial. So you haven't agreed to going, but if you have to go, they're gonna make your ass go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. And then it's like, okay, say for instance they do make you go. What you gonna say? What is your conversation gonna be? What is your testimony gonna be? You know what I'm saying? It's really kind of, oh man, I'll let them finish explaining it. Go ahead.
Gunna, Sergio Kitchens, leaving the Fulton County Jail 7 months after he'd surrendered. He is a free man. The man Fulton County prosecutors had said was deeply involved with rapper Young Thug and 26 others in a violent gang called YSL. Gunna pleaded guilty to 1 count of racketeering, and it was an Alford plea, meaning Gunna does not admit to doing anything wrong, despite pleading guilty to the charge.
I'm pleading guilty, but not admitting I'm guilty. It's just legal jargon, legal maneuvering, but it's the same as a regular guilty plea.
Atlanta attorney Daryl Cohen, who is not part of the case, says prosecutors likely just wanted Gunna out of the way as they focus on trying to convict the others.
Because he's a minor player, so it's just going to clear the deck if you will, to give us, that is the prosecution, an opportunity to go after the big players in this case.
Gunna was charged with.
Well, this is the crazy thing, though. Gunna was the only other big player. Everybody else was the only other big player in this case is Young Thug, which is the biggest player. So pretty much, I got the underboss out the way, which y'all called the underboss of the gang life, even though he was really like all on the entertainment side. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are really narrowing it down to give it to Young Thug. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's freaking crazy, bro. And he just kind of helped him.
With just one count of racketeering in the massive indictment, he was accused of dealing in drugs and stolen merchandise along with other alleged gang members. By contrast, Young Thug Jeffrey Williams was indicted on 8 counts. Gunna made it clear in a public statement released by his attorney that his deal with prosecutors does not require him to be a prosecution witness against the others. Quote, "I have not made any statements, have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case."
He's trying to save his cred and his world.
Gunna says that as part of
Facts.
his deal with prosecutors, he will now, as he put it, try to educate young people that gangs and violence only lead to destruction. In Atlanta, John Sherrick, 11 Alive News.
11 Alive News is what it is. Shouts out to 11 Alive News. Okay, cool. So he just said that he don't have any interest in being a help on either side of the case, right? That's what he just said in his statement. So now we gonna listen to what the fuck he said in the courtroom, because what he said in the courtroom is a completely different thing. Like, there's a certain way that these people ask questions and that they dig for information that makes you almost tell on yourself. You see what I'm saying? And to me, certain parts of the court hearing, he told on himself. He pretty much said, "This is my play in it, and I don't want no problems." But I didn't do none of that. And in some of these instances, the only other person that could have been doing it is the only other person that was with him, which they are saying is Young Thug. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like not implicating nobody, but not implicating yourself type thing, which I understand. But I'm just saying, as far as the street code and all that old shit, that's still snitching. I know some people that had the same situation. I didn't implicate him, but I didn't tell on myself. And people still looked at it like they told. So you got to be careful with the way you word some of this stuff and listen to the wordage, the verbiage that they use, because like they'll say something that won't sound like it implicates you, but it can implicate you all the way. You know what I'm saying? Man, let's check this shit out. We gonna listen to it and talk about it and see what everybody say. Cause I ain't gonna lie, man, this shit is complicated, and him copping out just really put them all in a fucked up predicament. I'm just saying. It put them in a real bad predicament. As far as trying to beat the case, I mean, shit. It was looking good for a minute. Shit just got rough.
With YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, this is him in court. She is asking him questions, and he's either denying or confirming. So I'm going to start that back over just in case everybody didn't get that first kick of it.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang.
Now, keep in mind, she said is a record label and a gang. Keep in mind, you got to pay attention to the context clues. It's the words around the main words. It's not necessarily the main words. I'm going to run it back a little bit. Just listen to the way that she asking these questions and his responses.
And a gang. And you have perfect label. YSL is a music label and a gang. And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance.
And you have personal knowledge that members of YSL have been involved in or committed crimes. Oh, nigga, that's snitching. Oh my God. Nigga, that's snitching. I don't care what you say. At that point, it's over with. You just told on everybody. You just fucked the whole case up. This is a RICO case. This is a case that is solely based on tying the organization to the gang and making the criminal activity of the gang the same as being a part of the organization. It's tying the criminal shit to the organization. You just made the trifecta that they needed. You just agreed that you have knowledge of crimes that has went on with YSL, and that you admitted that it was a gang too. You just fucked everybody. I'm just saying. Let's hear some more. Let's hear some more of this shit. Man, listen. T.I., and keep in mind, he got the same lawyer that T.I. had with the Crime Stoppers. And then they said that he agreed to do stuff to talk to kids to make sure. So what, we finna get a Crime Stoppers Gunna phone number like we did the tips? Is this an Atlanta thing? Nah, let me not do that. Let me not do that. That was a joke, y'all. That was a joke. For real, for real. But I think they supposed to put this nigga on Crime Stoppers too, man. But let's run it back and hear it again. Good Lord.
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
In furtherance of the gang.
Enforcement officers.
In furtherance of the gang. I ain't tripping. That's snitching.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, he's so stupid. He's just saying yes to everything. He should have said no at that point, because you saying that you know that you were in the car with one other person and that ain't none of this shit yours. That's pretty much what you're saying, which may be factual. But all I'm saying is, when you say that, if it's only two of y'all in the car, you're almost automatically pointing the finger that this shit belongs to him, or it belongs to something dealing with him, not me, which would almost incriminate Young Thug in all of the shit that they got him charged for, because they got him charged for a multitude of things. This shit crazy, bro. I'm going to finish playing it, man.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
Wow. Now, I will say this. Most people that talk about these people, they always say that Gunna was like the least. He ain't even no street dude like that. That's what they said. So I don't know if they're going to be looking at this as he a rat now because on some street shit, or because he's really a civilian type nigga that civilians can't rat. And I mean, I don't know if he had any interminglings or dealings with the illegal side of shit over there. If there was an illegal side of shit over there, it's just rough. Like, that's just hard. But it's one thing that we can all agree on. His testimony and his statements just pretty much put Young Thug in a horrible predicament. Now, this may be some type of strategy as far as the council. I don't know. This may be agreed upon between Young Thug and Gunna to get, Gunna all back on the streets. This may be something that's been like green lighted or okayed for the purpose of trying to get somebody out on the streets that can keep something afloat, or or pay or tend to certain things that need to be tended to or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This might be a play to get somebody free that can be trusted. He had to do some dishonorable shit to do some honorable shit in the end. You never know, man. I ain't gonna lie. These predicaments always have different outcomes because everybody's lives is different. So if Young Thug could get a message to him and get him to agree to telling on him to get them both in a better predicament, that might be the move. Might read a book about it 10 years from now and they talk about all this shit. Who knows? It's just speculation. But that's crazy. And then if I'm not mistaken, I think it was another cat from the YSL situation, or he may not have been part of YSL, but he was affiliated with them. He had agreed to like a robbery or something. So you got people that's agreeing to cases and taking pleas and shit, and they still ain't got trial booked for till next year. So this is going to be a very interesting case, y'all. I try not to touch on it too often because I have covered it kind of in depth. It's in the first edition of the magazine and everything. And the crazy thing is some of the stuff I said in the magazine is coming to light today. It's crazy. It's like I saw the future or something. Don't be a hater. I might be seeing the future, y'all. I got them gifts. But nah, I'm just saying, like, that's some crazy shit, man. Man, shouts out to my boy Joe Dirt. Next year, you can be looking forward to Verbs Up Magazine Awards. It's going to be a pretty lit event, man. Be on the lookout for it. Of course, you know, we're going to be pubbing it on the show. Special guests will be in the building. I think it's going to be super crazy. So make sure y'all tap into that. Also, I got a few videos. Just one of them Brittany Griner videos. I think y'all should check out for real. There's some good information. We had some real conversation about that stuff. So yeah, check out the Brittany Griner videos we got on the channel. Also, my gaming channel. I'm finna to start sharing that in the description. Right now, I've been using this channel as a gaming channel, but we got a whole nother channel for that, just for people who are interested in gaming. You know what I'm saying? I'll have your Call of Duty videos, 2K videos, Division, Avengers. I got all kind of games, so we'll definitely be running it up over there on the game footage. I just had a DMZ game to where like I went super crazy. Check out the shorts, man. I got the shorts up too. I'm talking about I killed like 6 people and then jumped in the airplane, killed a couple more people, and yeah, I got up out of there by myself on some boss shit. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Shouts out to everybody. Put It in the Air podcast. You know what time it is. Shouts out to our sponsors, Ziggy's Chicken Wings. You know what I'm saying? My boy CB Dub, Newsfeed Killers. You know what I'm saying? Putting me in the game. You know what I'm talking about? And more to come. I love y'all, man. Be safe. And stay sucker free, man, because that's some crazy shit, man. For real. You never know who. That's the reason why it ain't even worth me doing nothing illegal no more. I quit doing illegal stuff when I got out the pen. Like, it wasn't even worth it. It's like, man, these people ain't built like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole different world. And then, like, with everybody telling on everybody and satellites and cameras, and man, you'd be an idiot to be a criminal in 2023. Man, all this opportunity out here in this world, do something different, dog. That criminal activity is stupid. For real, for real. But I love y'all, man. Signing out. Put It in our podcast. You know what time it is. The only side, nigga. Yeah. Hands in the air, got no thumbs. Chucking up the fold, then the host come. Whole bottle in this motherfucker fly as a bird on my shit, trying to come up on a foursome.
I be Rocky Fresh with no rocks on. Not a killer, but don't push me, left the Glock on. But I got about 20 niggas in here who will leave your head bang, no rocks on. So rock got me leaning, yeah, the night song. Last thing I need to hear is a fight song. Lil' mama got her eyes on a pig. If she choose it, then you lose it. Young blood, move your nights on. Stay fly than these niggas in the streets. I be ranked way higher than these niggas. Here a OG, they be comply with these niggas. Got the kennel with me, and best believe all my ambitions. I got the kennel with me, and these niggas ain't talking about nothing. I got the kennel with me, and these niggas ain't talking about nothing. I be on the gas, petrol. Barking about your hands, homie, let's go. I got about 20 niggas in here. Down the lead with your bitch, no klepto. I be on the throttle in the afterburners.